Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Jacob here for the JTwoH channel. Today we have a Blu-ray review for you. This one sent to me by Warner Brothers. They sent me this to check out for you guys and to review, so thank you to Warner Brothers. Today we're going to be talking about Tenet. Now, Tenet came to, not localized, but it came to limited theaters in September of 2020, and now it is available on physical media. Actually, today, the day I'm uploading this, December 15th, 2020 on physical. So let's talk about this film. Now I live in Michigan, and Michigan has some of the harsher lockdown rules. For instance, when this opened, Michigan theaters weren't opened up yet. They opened up on October 8th of 2020, and then they closed down again in November, late November. So we were only open for literally a month. And I watched New Mutants and not Tenet. So now it was my opportunity to watch Tenet on physical, thanks to Warner Brothers. So this is the Blu-ray DVD digital combo pack of Tenet, which stars John David Washington, who I enjoy from Ballers. I really enjoyed him in the show Ballers. He is one of the stars, co-stars, I don't know how they say it. And it's directed by Christopher Nolan, who, as you know, or you may know, did the Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, Dunkirk. I believe he did Interstellar, The Prestige. Like, this guy's done Memento. Memento is also him. This guy's done a bunch of great stuff. So this is available today. I was very excited to check it out because his movies are always, they're thinker movies. They're not, they're like popcorn films, but they're not, if you know what I mean. And I wouldn't say controversial. This one kind of was. This was supposed to be the movie that saved movie theaters. This was going to be it was going to breathe life into movie theaters, and it didn't. And a lot of people blame the pandemic. And I have to say, after watching this film, I'm not 100% sure it was the pandemic. It may have just been this movie. Now, I'm not going to say I hated it. I enjoyed it. The runtime is crazy long. It has a 151-minute runtime. There's no way you can see that, sorry. So basically 2.5 hours. Which, it can be good. I actually didn't mind the runtime. But that potentially could be a factor. But it also, it's a pretty jumbled up. It's very convoluted. I'm probably going to have to watch it a second time before I even, rate the movie, because I think there's a lot of stuff that went over my head the first time watch. Plus, I have a 1-year-old. So I was distracted a little bit. There are several times where I was like, I have no idea. Like, we went to one scene, and then they must have wrapped it up and said something, because the next time I looked up at the TV, it was a different scene, the next time I corralled the kid. So I'm going to have to watch this a second time. But I will say, on the first time watching, it's not one of my favorite Christopher Nolan films, but it was watchable. I sat through the whole, 2.5 hours. I didn't have a problem with that. It felt overly long to the wife, but that was because my son went down for a nap and both woke up from his nap during this movie. So, it's definitely a longer movie. I didn't mind the runtime, but it's honestly worth checking out. The cast is awesome. Like I said, John David Washington, Robert, and I always butcher his last name, Pattinson, the new Batman, the dude from Twilight, is in this. She was great in this movie. I liked her as well. I don't remember the actress's name. But here is the back, if you wish to check out all that info. Now, this is the Blu-ray copy, so the Blu-ray digital code is redeeming in HD. And it is also, so if you got this movie, let's say you ordered it from Best Buy or something, and you got this movie any other day but on 12/15, the code is not redeeming early. You have to wait until December 15th to redeem your code. I figured that out I'd say not the hard way, because I was going to watch this on physical, but I redeemed my code, and then we were looking for it in the app, and it's under pre-orders. So you really have to be careful. You're not going to blow your code, because as soon as it's the 15th, it'll be on there, but you just have to be aware. If you want to watch it early, if you got it early, which you would have known already because you're watching this on the release day. But either way, you got to watch it on physical, and this looks awesome. Some of the scenes in this movie and some of the effects are great. But anyway, I've talked for 5 minutes. I haven't even unboxed this thing yet. So, super glossy slip. It is also available on 4K, which I may want to check out even. So, there's the slip. There's nice glossy slip. I love the way it looks. I was excited to check this out. This was on my 2020 watch list, but I live in Michigan, so you're kind of limited to what you can do, you know. And the only thing missing from the back there is the digital code ribbon. So, check this out. It is one of the thicker Blu-ray cases. Like, it's very thick. It's a very heavy set. And it's because it is a 3-discer, which I didn't know until I popped out the disc. So right there you have... Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. You have the DVD. That's a great scene there. The DVD of the film, and then you have the Blu-ray feature film there with John David Washington, who I don't believe the character was named at all. That would be an interesting note to look up on Wikipedia. And then there's the bonus featured Blu-ray disc. So, pretty cool there. So, a 3-disc set. And it looks phenomenal just in HD. I can't imagine how it would look in 4K. Special features, looking at the world in a new way, the making of Tenet. So, the reason I wanted to... Ooh, as I drop it. The reason I wanted to check this film out was... I say it's like a bookend, but it's really not. It was supposed to be a bookend for 2020 movies. So you have... you had my first review of the... Or my review of the first film to come out on VOD and not be shown in movie theaters this year that was supposed to, which was Trolls 2, Trolls World Tour. So that was the first movie that was going to be shown in theaters that released right to VOD and eventually on physical. And now, it's not a bookend because it's not over with yet, but it's like the middle marker. You have Tenet, which was the first film to be released back in theaters after the pandemic, when it was supposed to be over the first time or after what's called the first wave. So now we have Tenet, which was, like I said, it's cool to do those bookends to this weird, crazy year because eventually it's going to be over. And when we look back 2, 3, 4 years from now, it's definitely going to be cool to me to be like, hey, we've got this first movie that was supposed to be in theaters and they had to release it this other way, and now this movie that was the first movie to hit theaters afterwards. I still think there's a third part to that story, which is the first film to be released in all theaters. As far as like every theater after they're back open, let's say after the vaccine, probably another 6 months from now, we never know. But either way, that's enough pandemic talk. I don't want to get into that. This movie, like I said, looks great. The acting was fine. It just, man, it's a little convoluted for me. It's probably a rewatcher. You might have to watch this almost back to back, which is 6 hours. So maybe wait. But I recommend this. Check it out, especially if you're a fan of Christopher Nolan. It's very much. It immediately feels like. There's a scene in The Dark Knight Rises that it feels like, and then there's a scene almost exactly like Inception. So, if you're a fan of Christopher Nolan, I'd say check it out. Link in the description to check it out on physical media, and also check out me on social media. That was supposed to go well together. It didn't. I botched it. eBay, my Letterboxd, my TV Time. My Letterboxd where I rate and review all the the movies I watch. TV Time is where I rate and review all the TV shows I watch. eBay, where I sell all my stuff. Blu-ray was where Blu-ray.com is where I catalog it all. Twitter and Instagram, all in the description, as well as the podcast I host, Mr. Crazy Joe, where I will be talking about Tenet and some cool Christmas stuff. So check out the podcast and everything else. Thank you again, Warner Brothers. You guys support Warner Brothers, especially with this movie. It didn't do great because of the lack of theaters, so it'd be nice to see the physical media kind of rise up on the sales charts, and I think it deserves it. So check this movie out on physical media. Thank you guys for watching. Hey, have you liked yet? Have you subscribed yet? Go ahead and show that notification bell some love. And also check out this additional video, which should be kind of catered to your needs. And also this additional playlist featuring the item you just viewed. And go ahead and subscribe to show that love. Thank you.